Hello, I am behalf of Network Jungle family and I like to welcome you to CCNA routing and switching. Let's begin. Today we will configure the router on stick concept. This is the most scalable solution for medium to large organization. Before that, what is the difference between the router on stick and inter-VLAN routing? Inter-VLAN routing, it requires the multiple interface for the multiple VLANs. But router on stick, it required single interface for multiple VLANs on a network. This is the main difference between the router on stick and inter-VLAN routing. That's why we go to the router on stick concept. Let's begin. We need the L2 switch, and end devices. I can differentiate the different VLAN in different color for your understanding. VLAN 101. I can use the IP 192.168.100.101.0/24 network. VLAN 102 168.102.0/24. VLAN 103 hyphen Now I use the different VLAN 101, the subnet 192.168.101.0/24, then 102, it is 1.0.2.0/24, 103, 103.0/24. Before that, I can use the notepad just to copy and paste the VLAN details. This is the enable mode. Enable, it is used for goes from user mode to privilege mode. After that, global configuration mode, config terminal, then VLAN details 101 name, after that we can configure the interface for the VLANs. Now we just paste this command for the all the switches. Just go to the CLI mode, just paste it. Now you can verify that command for VLAN details. So VLAN brief here. By default, all the ports are in VLAN 1. We need to configure the access mode for the different VLANs. Now we configure the VLAN details in the all the switches. Now we go to the interface to configure the VLANs. Now we configure the first 8 interface VLAN 101, then remaining 8 interface VLAN 102, then last interface you can configure the VLAN 103. Then interface fast Ethernet 0/24 I can configure the trunk interface, because trunk interface it is used to connect between the two switches to carry the multiple VLANs. For connect between the different switch, you can use the crossover cable. For end devices, you need to connect using the straight through cable. For the left side switch, just you have copy this command. Here, now we can verify the VLAN details in the switch. Here first 8 interface belongs to VLAN 101, next 8 ports belongs to VLAN 102, then last 7 ports belongs to 103, and first Ethernet 0/24 belongs to the trunk port. Same configuration will be configured on the right side switch. Enable config terminal. Just copy and paste. So left side switch and right side switch are VLAN details and port details are same. Now center switch. Before that we need the router for a router organization concept. Here router and switch are both are different ways. We need to connect the straight through cable. So I connected the gigabit Ethernet 0/0 in the router, and opposite side switch I can connect the gigabit Ethernet 0/1. Now we configure the center switch. It automatically never said it will be act as the trunk port for fast Ethernet 0/23. It is connected to the right side switch. Fast Ethernet 0/24. It is connected to the left side of the switch. But we need to give manually. Just copy and paste. Now we completed the configuration up to switch levels. Just go to the PC. You need to configure the IP address for the devices. You can use 3 submask. Then get is the 1. 1 is the router IP address. You can use the last usable IP. 103. If you have any doubt about the subnet details, you can refer my previous video. And last usable IP is the 254. .3. Now we configure the end devices IP. So this one belongs to VLAN 10. Laptop both are belongs to VLAN 20. That server belongs to VLAN 30. Now we configure the VLAN 101 for this interface, 102 for this interface, 103. This is called access port. Then trunk port. Trunk port carry the multiple VLANs. Access port carry the single VLAN. Now we configure the trunk port between the router and switch. Let's begin. For the center switch, I can use the for interface 0 with 0/1 switch mode trunk, switch port trunk allowed VLAN 101, 102, 103. When it is red color means then opposite will be the turn off state. Here you can see gigabit Ethernet 0/1. The link is down. VLAN details is trunk port, that is the dash dash. Now we go to the router. It requires to create a sub interface for each VLAN to be routed. First you can give no. You can increase the space. First you need to go to the global configuration mode. First you need to turn on the interface, no shutdown. The color will be changed from red to green. The router-agnostic concept required to create a sub interface for each VLAN. A sub interface is created using the interface ID and encapsulation.1q ID and IP address. Let's begin. Interface G0/0.1. The sub interface will be created. After that, encapsulation.1q VLAN ID is 101. Then IP address 192.168.101.1 followed by submask. Give the command now shutdown. This is the optional command. Likewise, we need to create the for each VLAN. This is the 0.2 is the sub interface ID. Sub interface create one. Once we give the command, it will be created in the router. .1q. You can see we put in the cursor, it will be the G0/0.1, G0/0.2, interface G0/0.3, Now we created the 3 VLANs in the router using the sub interface concept. Now we check between the host communication between the different VLANs. First packet I can send between the PC to server. It is the real-time mode. First time it got failed. Go to the simulation for proper understanding the packet travel. Laptop to server. This is the ARP packet. You can see this is the broadcast address already told. So source IP is the 192.168.102.3 and destination IP is the 102.1. It is the gateway of router. Yeah, it is success. You can send another one packet between the server to PC. First one is the ARP packet. ARP packet contains the default gateway of the IP address of the router 103.1. So target MAC address it does not know. This is the ICMP message. Here you can see the layer 2 is the .1q header. Source IP is the 103.3, it is the server IP. Then destination IP is the 101.254, it is the destination IP. Router can send the packet in the VLAN 101. Who is the destination? It can reply the message, otherwise it discard the frame. First time it got failed. Now we check. Once receive the packet in the server, it can show success. I go to the real-time mode for speed checking of the VLANs. VLAN 101 to 101 success. VLAN 101 to 103. Sorry, 102 success. Success. Now verify some basic commands in the router. So IP route. You can see this is the L is the logical interface. It is connected to the router 101, 103. This is the IP address. We configured the Gigabit Ethernet 0.1, Gigabit Ethernet 0.2, Gigabit Ethernet 0.3. This is the network ID C. C represents the connected network. L is the local interface of the IP address configuration. Next, so IP interface brief. Here you can see the interface details, IP address, the status, protocol. G.1, 0.2, 0.3. Then IP address of the corresponding VLAN. Then status is up. Protocol also up. Next command, show interfaces. It gives the detailed command of the interfaces. G0/0 is up. Then other interfaces 0.1 is also up. It is the encapsulation 802.1. Then VLAN ID, virtual LAN. VLAN ID is 101. Here 0.3 line protocol is up. MAC address of the corresponding interface. 103.1 is the IP address of the corresponding interface. MT is the maximum transmission unit. Bandwidth of 1 Gbps. Delay. Then encapsulation J802.1Q based on the command virtual LAN, VLAN ID 103. Next command, show IP ARP. It can source the corresponding end devices, that corresponding MAC address. 102.3 is the laptop. Here IP address 008A.F302.C41B. It is connected via the interface G0/0.2. So it will helpful to understand the which interface is connected to the which VLAN via. So likewise, in the switch we can see the MAC address table by giving this command, so MAC address table. You can see the VLAN details as well as the port details, which port is connected to the which VLAN. Now we got the concept between the difference of route on a stick and inter-VLAN routing. So route on a stick requires the single interface to configure the multiple VLANs, but inter-VLAN routing requires the separate interface for the separate multiple VLANs. Let's see on next video. I hope you can understand the concept, and I like to thank you for watching. Please subscribe and adventure the knowledge journey in Network Jungle. Thank you.